Good morning, everyone. So I wanted to make this video about the recipe I use, or the pattern I use for the Izzy dolls. It's a basic pattern for every doll, and I just change the colours and put a few extras on, like a different hat or a scarf, gumboots instead of shoes, or no shoes at all if you want a teddy bear. So you can take a screenshot of this if I hold it carefully here, and I'll explain it as I talk my way through it. I call them Buddy dolls just because it's a cute little name, but Izzy doll, Buddy doll, Comfort doll, people call them different names. So I cast on 32 stitches. Now this diagram here, I've got the shoes, pants or trousers, jersey. You can make it a cardigan, a coat. I think in America you say sweater, face or head, whichever you want to call it, and the hat or the beanie. So approximately 4 rows for the shoes. You can see I've got it written to the side. So it's only approximate because I like to end up on a right side row. So if I've got 14 rows for the trousers, you might end up doing 13 rows or 15 rows to make sure you're back on a right side row. So these are approximate. You don't have to keep to it exactly. The jersey is 12 rows. The face is 10 rows. The hat is 10 rows. But if you want to do just a row of hair, 1 row. But I ended up doing, to get back to the other side, I ended up doing 2 rows just to make it a bit fatter. But you can change it. And then, excuse my arm reaching over, you can see here I didn't put any hair on a snowman, of course. But if you wanted hair coming out, like here's my boy Izzy, if you wanted a hat, a beanie, and you wanted little bits of hair, you just need to sew in some little strips of hair that could stick out. You could make a scarecrow. So you change it up to however you like. So if you've taken a screenshot of that, now I'll move it up a little bit. Now when I did the gumboots for Paddington, I didn't do the 4 rows of shoes. I kept going just to make it longer. So I ended up with 7 rows for gumboots, and then I only did 8 rows for the trousers instead of being 4 and 14. So what I do is I just add it together, or I just do it till it looks right. Now for the snowman, somebody said to me, how many rows up into the neck? She was a bit confused. So I tried to explain in the video, because you're not changing colours in a snowman, you're basically adding 4, 14 and 12 together so that you get up to the neck where I put in my waist yarn to put it in, and then you do 10 rows for the face or the head. So if you just wanted to do one colour, you're just adding those together. But if you want to break up the colours, then that's the rows there. Actually, that's not. I think here's a pair of gumboots there. Where's this one? It's the girl one. She's got shoes. Then she's got 14 rows and 12, I think, but it'll be less. So they're all just a little bit different. Now, here's the recipe for the hat that I've written out in a simple way. This is what I do. When I watch other people's videos sometimes, and people always say, oh, have you got a written pattern? You can write your own simple pattern like I've done here. I make a visual pattern for myself that I can understand, because not everybody writes patterns. And so for the hat, when you're doing the hat, to do the decreasing, you knit 4 stitches, you knit 2 together, and the arrow means to continue to the end of the row. So knit 4, knit 2, knit 4, knit 2, knit 4 to the end of the row. And then it's knit 3, knit 2 together to the end of the row, The next row will, then you do your purls on the other side. Your purl rows are always on the back, of course. This is the knit side row. And then it's knit 2 stitches and then knit 2 together, and then the next row will be knit 1 stitch and knit 2 together. The very last row is knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 2 together. So the arrow just means, it's just a visual for me. And so you can write out any pattern you like. So hopefully, if this helps you, take a screenshot there as well. I can't get it all to fit into one frame. So that's just my visual pattern of how I do things, and hopefully that might help you. I don't have a recipe for the bag that Paddington had. I just did, I think, what did I say? I did 14 stitches and then went up, because it's doubled. I went up 26 rows. Maybe I need to write that down. But you just go up till you feel like it. And the scarves were, this one was 60 stitches and 3 rows of garter stitch. But this one was 40 stitches and 3 rows of garter stitch. It just made the scarf a little bit longer, and I need to write that down on my piece of paper as well, but you can write that down. So that's what I do for my visual pattern. So I hope that helps you, and I'm going to get started on another tutorial for a Pooh Bear Izzy doll. Thank you for watching. Bye.